Since the collapse of the Silicon Valley Bank on Friday, well, many of you may be wondering, is my money safe? On Twitter, many users have expressed their concern on whether they should withdraw their assets as a precaution. For example, this Twitter user said, "We all need to pull everything from our bank accounts to keep our money safe. I've convinced my whole family and a few friends and coworkers that this is the most sensible choice." Another person wondered whether the failure of the Silicon Valley Bank signaled any risk to European bank customers. He asked, "Can someone who really knows about it explain to us what it means concretely for us Europeans? Is the money in our accounts at risk? And do we have to take it out and put it under a mattress?" And according to Google Trends, searches for "Is my money safe?" went up by 43% this week. So the good news is that since the 2008 financial crisis, well, countries have put in place regulations to protect the money that people have in their bank accounts. Let's take a look at how different countries compare. So first, in the U.S., the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation insures people up to $250,000 or approximately 237,000 euros. So what about in the European Union? Well, due to EU legislation, all countries within the bloc are obliged to set at least one deposit protection scheme on a national level. All schemes have to comply with the EU minimum deposit protection of up to 100,000 euros per person. So that means that all EU countries must insure a minimum of 100,000 euros per client per bank. That means if you have money in another bank, well, it'll also be insured. And for those of you who may have more than 100,000 euros in a single bank account, well, it might be a good idea to spread this money to another bank to make sure you're covered by the deposit scheme. And if a bank in the EU fails, customers must be reimbursed within 20 working days. But by January 2024, that limit will be reduced to 7 working days. In the UK, customers of banks under the Prudential Regulation Authority, so the PRA, are protected up to £85,000. That's approximately 97,000 euros. And although there are protection schemes in many countries to avoid losing customers' assets, well, experts have told us that the collapse of the Silicon Valley Bank is a good reminder to be aware of where your money is held and not to have it all in one place.